Hello, everybody. So, today we are going to see the topic in organization of commerce. And the topic is Introduction to Commerce and Business. So, under the category, we have human activities. So, what are the human activities we normally do? Right? It's like housewives cooks food for her family, okay? Or a gardener plants trees. Vendor, bhaji wala sells bhaji. Right? These are some of the human activities. Or a like educated person works as a manager. But from this, we have to categorize. There will be some activities which are not economic, like a mother cooking food for her family. This is not an economic activity. Why? Because she is not cooking food to earn money. Okay, that is her role or that is a duty. That is a personal choice for which she is doing it. So that will come under non-economic activity. But a vendor selling fruits and vegetables, okay, that will come under economic activities. For example, if the same lady starts a catering business from her house and she starts taking orders for cakes, pizzas, okay, vadas. So in that case, she is no more a mother now. She is a business person, businesswoman. So it becomes an economic activity. Economic activities will also be further divided or will also be segregated under employment, business, and profession. So whenever we see that people are educated, they do MBA, they do their graduation, and then they take up some job. So that will come under employment because there is a person who owns a company or an organization and another person who is working for it, that person for salary. But business and profession are different. So in a business, what happens in a business? Business is also an economic activity. So these are some of the features of the business. It has two parties within. So when you suppose business, like I said, that the lady is doing a catering business. So there will be two parties. One, the lady who is doing the business, and the seller means, and the second, who is giving her orders. They are the customers. And the motive will be profit, obviously. She's when she's cooking food at her home, the motive is maybe to serve her family or to love her family. But when it is as a catering business, it is to earn money so that she can support the family. She can help in the education of her children. Then fourth thing is you have to produce something. कुछ तो create करना पड़ेगा तभी तो उसका business करेंगे, right? So in this case, she will make food. She will bake the cakes. She will make pizzas and then sell it. But in like suppose there is a there is this lady who is selling dresses, online dresses or ornaments, imitation jewelries. In that case, she does not make them, right? She just is a trader between the producer and the customer. So in that case, it is the services that she is giving. Similarly, a beautician. She does not create the lipsticks or the nail polish or the creams. She gives the service, right, of a massage or a haircut. Then next feature is exchange of goods and services. So even if you produce, like I make some dosas at home and I share it with my neighbors or my friends, then that doesn't make it as a business. Okay, only when I exchange these goods and services for something else. So in the earlier, like ancient days, you must be knowing in the history that the goods and services were exchanged for. There was a barter system. Like I gave you 5 kgs of rice, you will give me 5 coconuts, something like that. In some maybe tribal region, it still exists. Yeah, so that is a barter, but still there was an exchange. But now we exchange goods for money, right? Or so there has to be exchange of goods and services. Then dealing in goods and services. Right? So if I just donate some food grains or clothes, then that is not business. That is donation. So I have to keep on dealing in goods and service, different kinds of donation. It should be a continuous process. एक दिन के लिए मैंने किसी को दिया, like if I sell my own car, okay, because I want to buy a new car, so I sell my old car. So in that case, it is not a business. But that was only one time affair. But there has to be a continuity in dealing. Then there is uncertain returns. So the prices of goods and services will keep on changing. So we cannot predict in like earlier. Like if we do a job, then we know certainly that the end of the month I'm going to get this amount of salary, 30,000, 50,000, whatever. But in business, you cannot predict that. You can just keep a goal that I want to earn 30,000. But if customers come up, less customers come up, then this will not be certain. So it's an uncertain returns. But there is always an element of risk. What do you mean by risk? Risk is something, some unknown thing, like unknown event which can occur, like natural calamities or like COVID. Right? Due to COVID, many businesses had to be shut down, or something like a strike, ट्रेन का स्ट्राइक होता है या ऑटो रिक्शा का स्ट्राइक होता है. In that case, people cannot travel to the market and they cannot buy goods from your shop. So there will always be an element of risk which you have to take into consideration. And then customer satisfaction. So it is the utmost or the key element for any business. A customer should be satisfied. If I'm buying a dress or I'm buying a mobile phone, and if I go home and see that that mobile phone is not working, or it is damaged, my dress is damaged, torn, in that case, I will never again buy it from that seller, and I will also take back that whatever item and get it replaced. The customer is not satisfied. So in a competitive market, customer satisfaction is very, very important, right? Because now there are 10 shops where I can go and get a similar product. So I did not rely on you. If you don't provide me proper goods or proper services, I'm bound to go to some other seller. So now in goods also, we have two types of goods, consumer goods and capital goods. Consumer goods are those which we use every day, tea, soap, coffee, biscuits, bread, right? TV, even TV is a consumer good. So consumer goods means the end consumer uses this item. And capital goods means this item or this product is used to take services. Like, so for example, machinery. Okay, तो मशीनरी का काम ही है कि कुछ प्रोड्यूस करना, तो वो कैपिटल गुड्स में आता है, क्योंकि उससे कुछ और प्रोडक्शन होगा, उसमें हमें बड़ा अमाउंट इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा, राइट। जैसे ऑफिस में फर्नीचर होता है या कंप्यूटर्स होते हैं आजकल, तो उससे कुछ और सर्विसेज हमें देने, इसलिए वो ऑफिस में लगाए गए हैं। इसको डायरेक्ट कस्टमर के पास नहीं भेजा गया है, राइट। So these are the different types of goods.